Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meadsyreplays and welcome back to channel. Second video of the day. It is the T70 57. Now, this is a tier 3 collectible. DPM 484. It suffers really bad with the DPM. Penetration 68, which is quite good, and it only has a 60 alpha. And the reload is 7.44. Aim time 1.3, not as good as the rest, and dispersion 0.45, which is poor, and the gun depression is 10 degrees. However, it does have some pluses. It's not just all bad stats. The armor, it doesn't show much at 35 on the turret, 35 on the hull, but you can get it really good. You got 48, 67 on the front, 48, and you can start angling. You got spaced armor on the side, spaced armor on your gun mantlet, and you can angle, use the gun depression that goes to 72, and it can get into the 80s, 84 there. Bottom plate goes to 50, so the bottom plate can be penetrated when you start using that gun depression. But I mean, you've got space armor on the side, so you start side scraping. If you side scrape this, you can get the sides to sort of 78, 105, which is really good. In tier 3, tier 2s, no one will be able to pen you with that. But if you can side scrape from the right side, you've got this big space on the top of your hull, and it's all spaced armor. So side scrape, and you're going to get some bounces. Hold down, you will get some bounces. Now, when I tested this tank, I was lucky enough to test this tank quite a while ago now. And when I first got the tank, I looked and I thought 7.4 seconds with a 50 alpha gun or 60 alpha gun. I'm like, that's poor. That really is poor. And as I say, the BT7, that's like 700-800 DPM to this is less than 500. So the DPM really is poor, but it does have nice penetration. You can penetrate tier 4s quite easily, but they can also penetrate. And you can just see the armor there. It doesn't look great when you're looking straight on, but you can see how red it can be when you start twisting, turning, angling. Unfortunately, these two battles that I have here, it doesn't show great how good the armor can be. But as I've said, when I was lucky enough to test this tank, and at first the stats wise, I'm like, nah, this is shit. But when you actually play it, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, you can buy this tank, and I'm quite disappointed, to be honest, because this tank, I believe, was only offered. It's never been for sale. It was only offered, I think, as a first purchase offer. Mainly on NA, maybe EU and Asia have had it as well, but mostly I've known it was only NA. So I did a video a few weeks ago of the top 5 most rarest tanks in the game, and this was number 1. Due to that reason alone, it's never been for sale, never been crates or anything like that. It had only been a pop-up offer, which for me makes it more rarer than the T22, IS6 Fearless, tanks like that, because not many people actually bought this tank. It was a first purchase offer, so not many people actually got offered this tank. So when I see it coming, it was coming for sale, I thought, great, it's no longer the most rarest tank in the game. So my video now, people are going to still watch that video and think, hang on a minute, why is that tank number 1 when I have it or he has it? So if you do watch that video, that was an old video, and it was the most rarest tank in the game back then, but now not so much. Now, the deal that you get this tank for, I'm sorry if you do hear any background noise, there is literally, I'm in my car and there is a really loud aeroplane above, and it's really annoying me. You might not hear it. So this has come for sale, and the deal this tank has come is such a good deal. I mean, even if the tank's not good, even if you don't like the tank, it's a good deal, and you can't deny it is a good deal. Now, people are quick to jump at me when I say that's a great tank, go buy it. Now, I've stopped doing that. I've stopped saying go buy this tank when it's $50 or $40, because people just rage at me like I'm Wargaming's bitch or I'm Wargaming's hoe. No, that is not the case at all. If I tell you to buy a tank, I'm not going to tell you to buy a tank. If I say to you, this tank is good, it means the tank, I believe the tank is good. I'm not saying to go splash out $50. Now, I've always said I will do a review on the tank itself, not how much the price, how much it's for sale for. And if I think the tank is good, regardless of the cost, I will say the tank is good. Now, I've had a comment recently in one of my videos, I can't remember what video, maybe it was the Object 252U, and someone said, like, stop lying, stop making people buy the tank. And it's like, well, I'm not lying. Yes, it's $50 and it's way overpriced. I said that in the video, but I'm not going to lie and say it's a shit tank, don't buy the tank. I'm going to say it's a good tank, don't buy the tank, or it's a good tank. If you want to buy the tank, you're getting a nice tank. Simple. But when these kind of offers come for sale, for me, it's just too good to miss. And what I mean by that, this cost me £6. This tank cost me £6. And yes, you can turn around and say it's only a tier 3. Yes, but in that £6, you also get the SU85i, which is 5, and you also get 7 days of premium. Now, basically, and you get some boosters. So basically, what that deal is, you pay for 7 days premium and some boosters, and Wargaming are going to give you 2 tanks for free. That is basically what that offer is. It's £6 for 2 tanks, 7 days premium, and a few boosters. That's a good deal. That really is a good deal. And in fact, when you go onto stores and you see these bundles or these deals that says you can only buy one of them, 9 times out of 10, they're all good deals. That is why you can only buy one of them, because the deal is just too good. So I do apologise if I do come across like saying go buy the tank. I think I've only ever done it like once or twice. I think I've done it when the CDC was for 5,000 gold, because that was just an offer not to be missed. And I've done it with the KV220, because that was just, at the time, completely OP. It was like £8-9, and it was just the best £8-9 that I've ever spent in the game. Because back then, the tank was known to be very, very OP. But other than that, I'm never going to say go buy the tank again unless there is an offer like this. I do understand that there are kids playing who doesn't have credit cards or don't work. Fair enough, but this is just going to the majority of the people out there that do work. I didn't buy this for the tank, I bought this for the deal. In fact, I tested it, so I already had the ace, and I'm probably never going to play it again. But just, I got 7 days of premium, and I got a few credits because I already had the SU85. So for me, it was worth the deal, and obviously I got this tank. So it is a deal not to be missed if you can afford it, of course. If you can, it's not the best tank in the world, but it is a good tank. You are getting a good tank for your money. As I've said, the stats don't go. The stats doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. And as I've said, against tier 2s especially, you can get some bounces. Now, I'm not sure. I think I've said that about the offer being on Android. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue. Do let me know if you are on Android and you've got the offer, because I didn't get the offer. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming, but no offer for me come. But all my friends were getting the offer, and they were on iOS. So it's a nice tank, and it's, for me, like I said, if you've got £6, then definitely get this offer. There is another one where you can just buy this tank for, I think, £5, and that just makes the offer even. So you can get this tank on its own for £5, or you can pay an extra £1 and get 7 days of premium and the SU85i. So really do pay attention to that if you are thinking about getting this tank. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying the £4.99 one, or whatever it is in your country, €450 or whatever it is. I can't quite remember. And you can see there the T57 on the enemy team. I just hit his turret, and he's not red at all, but I probably hit the most the only place that will bounce, and he is trying to side scrape and hold down sort of behind this ridge, but he is not a great player. You can just see he's just poking out a little bit too much. So you'd be surprised how quickly you can actually pump out the damage in this thing. It only does 50 damage, roughly 50 to 60. You can get the 70s, 80s, very rare. But even though it's a 4.4 second reload, and when I tested it, it probably was much better because you could use the adrenaline, and now you can't use adrenaline. So it's not as good as when I tested it, but it's still a good tank. And you can see there, 1000 damage, pretty easy to ace, 600 base XP. Makes nice credits. I think I am running a credit booster, but 52,000 credits earned in a tier 3. I am happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm sorry for rambling on about tanks and for sale, but for me, if you have got £6, just go get the tank because it is worth it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsy69, and I will catch you soon. Bye bye.